Most people think that once you reach $1 million, you've made it. Like the hard part is behind you. In reality, that's usually where things start to change. We've seen people do everything right to build wealth and then make one decision that quietly puts a lot of it at risk. So the real question is, what actually changes once you cross that threshold? Welcome back to Coastal Bay Wealth Management. I'm Nick. Our mission is simple. We help you create clarity, build confidence, and pursue a life defined by you. Today, I want to walk through the biggest mistake we see investors make after reaching $1 million and what you should be thinking about instead. If you've built a portfolio of that size, you've done a lot right. You've been consistent. You've been disciplined. You've made good decisions over time. But at this stage, the focus shifts. It's no longer just about building wealth. It's about protecting it and using it correctly. And this is where things can start to break down. A lot of people assume that once they hit a certain number, they can stay on the same path and everything takes care of itself. But the game changes. You move from accumulation into a phase where risk, taxes, income, and long-term sustainability all start to matter a lot more. One of the biggest risks we see is over-concentration. Sometimes it's obvious. A large position in one stock. Heavy exposure to a specific sector. Other times, it's more subtle. A portfolio that looks diversified on the surface, but is still heavily tilted in one direction. When too much of your net worth is tied to one area, it doesn't take much for things to shift quickly. Another issue is how portfolios behave in different market environments. A lot of investors feel diversified until the market pulls back and everything moves in one direction. That's usually when people realize their diversification wasn't as strong as they thought. And then there's taxes. As portfolios grow, the impact of taxes becomes more meaningful. Selling positions, generating income, or making changes without a clear path can create consequences that are easy to overlook. At this stage, tax efficiency is just as important as investment selection. And one of the most overlooked areas is income. At some point, your portfolio needs to start supporting your lifestyle. That takes planning. How you generate income, when you take distributions, and how you navigate volatility as a whole all play a specific role. Without that structure, even a strong portfolio can start working against you instead of for you. So if you have reached this level, what should you be focused on? Clarity around how your portfolio is actually positioned. A real understanding of your exposure. Being intentional about taxes. And building a strategy that transitions from growth to sustainable income over time. Because at this point, it's not just about growing what you've built. It's about preserving it and making sure it supports the life you actually want to live. If this gave you a different perspective, take a moment to subscribe and share it with someone who would benefit from hearing it. The decisions you make today shape everything that comes next. If you want to understand how this applies to your situation, connect with us at Coastal Bay Wealth Management. Your future is not something to leave to chance. It is something to plan for with clarity and confidence.